Joey.
Zach, I know you're still sad. We're playing all these stupid games.
Earthworm Jim really just left a bad taste in my mouth.
I have a solution for you.
Yeah?
There's this game.
Okay.
It's called Carmageddon 64.
That sounds really dumb.
It's so stupid, but we're going to
Okay.
have a great time.
All right.
And laugh at it.
Okay. Do you think it'll
Look at
break
this
me out of my funk?
Oh, for sure. Yeah. If you like comedy...
And like comedy in like the haha, it's going to be funny way, or like comedy in like the oh my god, this is so goddamn bad funny?
I don't know.
I guess we'll see. Welcome back to another episode of Extreme. My name is Zach.
My name is Joey.
And this is a podcast where we dig deep on your favorite video games, but not this month because it's bad. It's starting the year off wrong.
Yeah.
Starting the intro off wrong, too.
So we're still digging deep, but not on your favorite video games.
At least not this month.
Yeah.
Give it another few weeks and we'll get back to it.
But this game could be your favorite, one of your favorites to make fun of.
It could be. Maybe this is like the Birdemic of video games.
Yeah.
Who knows? Maybe you'll find it funny in the, wow, this is just so bad kind of way.
Exactly. Like Snakes on a Plane.
I mean, I'm hoping it is. Do you think
Yeah.
Samuel L. Jackson's in this game?
Oh my god, that would make it epically hilarious.
That would be such a turn. Okay, let's just jump into it because I want to see if he's in this game.
Okay.
So we boot up the game, and oh my god, the faces are just too much. Immediately, just why is there this face in the background?
Are you
Just
talking about
like-
the Titus face?
Talk about
or the bald guy face.
talk about the bald guy. What did they do? What is this man?
I don't even know. He's not in the game.
No, he's not. Not that I can tell.
He's like not the devil either, but he kind of looks like he could be the devil.
Like, is he Carmageddon? I don't understand. Is he, like, what happens when you don't transition fully to a zombie?
Why does he have cartilage piercings?
I don't know. Why is his mouth so wide? How can he open his jaw that much? It's just, like, unhinged.
I wonder,
think-
like, who that guy actually is, you know, in real life.
He's probably, his name is actually Jim Carrington. And he was actually a normal suburbanite man who drove a Dodge Durango until the Carmageddon hit and he became this fucking weirdo. I know it's not the backstory you were hoping for, but it's the backstory you got.
That was a good backstory, I'm not gonna lie. Not an internet backstory, just a Zach's head backstory.
Don't dive too deep into that. It's scary. It's scary for me too.
Don't look it up.
Don't look it up. But no, this face, it's just, why do they have this? I get it. Like, you're trying to be, like, edgy and scary, and it's like, whoa, man, it's Armageddon, shit's out of control, look, there are people screaming, ah! Like, but why? Like,
I don't know.
Twisted Metal didn't have a screaming dude in the background, and that was more crazy than this.
True.
Oh, gosh. Okay, how about we, like, stop talking about this face and talk
Okay.
about the car selections.
All right,
Which has
okay.
faces of their own, which are also terrifying.
I guess that has more to do with the game.
Yes. So, in the car selection, there are 2 cars that you can pick from.
Aren't there 3?
I saw 2. Maybe you have to unlock a 3rd.
Maybe.
But initially, when you start the game, you start it with 2 cars.
Wow,
And they're
that's
not-
fun.
And there's absolutely no visible difference between them aside from the actual design of the car. You can't tell if one car handles better than another or if another one's heavier than another. You can't tell. The only difference is the color.
Right.
One is red and one is yellow.
Wow.
One has a person with a red face and one person with a weird other face.
Nice.
What's up with that? What's this fixation with weird heads?
Why do they need faces? Like,
Why?
Are we supposed to identify with these weird characters?
I don't know. Is the guy in the background supposed to be this first car?
Maybe.
Because it's both
the
bald.
red car?
He's silhouetted in red, and that's about it. Because any other identifying features on the actual in-game model, I can't tell. It looks like nothing. It looks like an oval. It's like just an orb.
There's no point whatsoever for that.
Like, the only reason I know it's a head is because it's slightly oblong. Like, there's no discernible ears on this person. The nose is basically not there. The eyes are so sunken in, you can't tell that they're eyes.
Basically a step up from a stick figure.
Right?
Just one step up.
But, like, why even have the heads there? It's not like you can see them while you're playing.
No.
It's
stupid.
You can't even see it, the man. Why would they show it? How about instead of the head, you tell me how the car handles? Because that's the name of the fucking game. It's Carmageddon.
Yeah, you don't even need people. Like, the cars could come to life or something. It's,
I think a game about Cars, the movie, might have been better than this game.
They didn't make a game about that movie?
I'm sure they did, but I do not want to talk about it right now. I can only handle one bad car game at a time. Oh, man, you were right. This game is picking up my spirits in a completely different way than you intended.
That's good. That's good.
So let's actually dive into the game and go into Carmageddon mode, which I assume is like the Grand Prix.
Right.
And immediately upon starting, you get a gigantic wall of text explaining the story.
It's exactly what you want in a car game.
Right? And right before so up to this point, you have chosen the game mode. You have chosen the car. You have chosen the track. What do you expect next? To start the race? No, you get a backstory now. You need to know why you're racing. Otherwise, why are you racing at all?
Yeah,
it's not like this is a video game or something.
This is an intellectual, smart...
This is a commentary on climate change, Joey.
Exactly.
This isn't a video game.
This is what like, you have to do if an actual Armageddon were to take place.
This is like Al Gore's wet dream, is if every video game had just a wall of text before starting it about how environmental change is bad. So let me sum up the story here, because it's literally 2 full pages of text. And it's not small text. It's maybe like font 12.
Oh my god.
It's like a fucking book before the race starts.
They should have printed a version out.
I would read the whole thing, but like everyone would just be so bored. Yeah. Maybe at the end I'll read the story just for funsies, but like I'm going to summarize it right now. All right. So this story makes no goddamn sense. Everyone got turned into zombies because the climate got fucked up too much. But people are fine to be driving around in this fucked up climate enough to start racing?
Yeah. That's the point. Yeah, what? It's just like, okay, we're all gonna die, let's just race.
How does it make sense? So, some of the people got fucked up by the climate change enough to become zombies. Okay, already, how the fuck? How did we get from point A to point B there? Why don't we, where are the steps in between? Like,
no steps.
Did the polar ice caps melting uncover like radiation that exploded due to like a solar flare going off, and like now the world has become zombies? Why?
That's a good theory.
Why do I have to fill in the gaps for your stupid story?
I know.
But the problem is that some people didn't get turned into zombies. And their idea to deal with the zombie epidemic is to go into cars and just mow down all the zombies.
Yeah, and, like, how does that kill a zombie anyway? I thought, like, zombie science is that you have to shoot them in the head or chop their heads off.
Right? That's zombie 101. You gotta take the head off. You gotta double tap that mother.
Yeah. Not run them over with a car and then have them disappear.
Yeah, right. You don't get splatter bonus. They're alive. They're undead. Running them over in a car does not kill them.
Yeah. And the last Carmageddon, they like splattered over the whole screen, right?
Did they?
I think so. At least that is like visually fun.
At least it makes a little more sense because at least the head is gone and explodes. But this, you can't tell what's happening.
They just disappear.
But also, like, why can't they just abide by the own stupid rules that they made for this friggin' story? Why isn't everyone a zombie then?
Right.
Why are these specific people not zombies?
They hadn't got turned yet.
Are they like, is this their bucket list before they become full zombies?
Yeah. Like
man, before I become a full zombie, you know what I really want to do? Kill some zombies.
That's all you can do, really.
It's like, what? But why? Why? There's so many other ways that you could achieve this goal. Why do you have to set up a drag racing tournament with goddamn obstacle courses and barricades and, like, find weaponry to attach to your car? There's so many steps to this.
I'm gonna do this exact thing. Gonna set it all up. I'm starting to plan. I'm gonna start planning.
Okay, how about you start planning while Paul gives us a break? Can you tell me what you're writing down there? Man, banana peels aren't gonna do anything.
Yeah, no. Shells.
Okay, man. Rubber duck? Seriously? Why is that on your list?
What else are we going to do with them?
I mean, how are they going to help the... Okay, we're back. We're back. Hey, guys!
Good Carmageddon.
Yeah, Carmageddon.
Yay.
Don't mind that. Paul's going to cut it out anyway, so you don't even know what we were talking about. Ha! Maybe. Put the duck away! Anyway. Okay, let's keep talking a little more about Carmageddon.
Okay.
So,
fine.
We finally got in. I want to actually talk about the gameplay. Because we're talking about a lot of stuff around the game, but let's talk about how the game plays.
Okay.
It plays shittily.
Shitty, yeah, shittily.
Shittily is a good way to put it, in my opinion.
That was the first word that came to my head, too.
So, there's like a disconnect on a fundamental level about what this game wants to be. And it's so obvious in the game design. Like, it's more obvious between, like, the design of the tracks and the gameplay itself. Mm-hmm. So the tracks themselves require, like, finesse and tight cornering. Like, seriously, there's maybe 90-degree turns every 2 seconds.
Yeah. Yet the cars are like so the opposite of that handle wise.
The cars have acceleration of like 0 to 200 in half a second. Like, it's crazy. Like, and the turning is just absolutely abysmal. It makes no sense. You keep running into everything.
You'd have to, if you want to make an actual turn on the road, you'd have to like stop completely.
You absolutely. Like, who designed this city where there are actual 90-degree turns everywhere?
Yeah.
I get it. There's 4-way intersections. Yeah. But you know what? This is a video game. If I'm going to do 4-way intersection turns, it's going to be in real life. Not in a game that's supposedly a racing game. How can you make a 4-way intersection turn fun in a racing game?
Yeah. Like, they should have just actually put traffic lights and we have to stop at the light.
Right? Like, turn on your signal and make a left turn and don't forget to put your seatbelt on. And like, what? Why? It's a racing game.
Imagine they made like a game that would like adheres to standard driving traffic laws and stuff.
Oh my god, the DMV would be all over that in a minute. In like a friggin' hot minute. Be like, look guys, we're relevant. We have a video game. Oh my god, but it's just so crazy. How did they not think that this would work? How did they not know that this wouldn't work? Like, the gameplay wants you to move as quickly as possible. There's time limits and checkpoints, and there's just no place for you to shift gears with the car. There's no way to, like, drift.
It's like each, like, I don't know, programmer worked on a different part of the game, and they didn't have any communication with each other whatsoever.
And that's 100% the dichotomy here. Like, I think you're right. I think they had people build the track and be like, here's what the track looks like. And then they had somebody building how the cars would react. And like, here's how the cars will work. And then the game developer in general was like, okay, mash them together. How bad could it be?
Yeah.
It makes no sense. It's just, that's the only way that this makes sense.
Yeah.
It's just, it makes it not fun.
Yet, they still sold it.
They did, but like, it's so bare bones. And like, okay, so I was just playing around with some of the controls, right? Normal thing you do when you start a game, you hit all the buttons and see what they do.
Hit all the buttons.
So I hit the L button, and it takes you to a previous checkpoint, which is fair, because you could very well go off the rails very fast. So you might need it sometimes to take you back. First off, if you do that, you get minus 1,000 points, I think. Like, I think you
minus
rack up
1,000 points.
I think you rack up points in this game, and then you rack up points by killing zombies. Oh, there are also zombies on the track. Did you forget about the whole zombie apocalypse thing? Yeah, there's zombies on the track.
Oh, yeah.
So you make...
By the way.
You know why they're such an afterthought? Because the game makes them an afterthought.
Yeah.
Like, they're just there. They're set dressing.
Yeah. There's nothing... They're nothing.
It doesn't matter. They could very well not be there, and the game would be no different.
Yeah.
Like, I need to dig into this more to see what the point of the zombies are. We'll get to that later. But for right now, just know that there are zombies there. So anyway, hitting the L button takes you back to a previous checkpoint, right?
Yes.
So, problem is, you could keep mashing the L button, and it'll just keep taking you back to a previous checkpoint. So feasibly, you could just keep mashing the L button, like all the time, and just go back to the beginning of the race.
Cool.
And just put yourself in last place.
That's
I don't know
fun.
why you would do that, but...
What if you get to the beginning and you press L? Do you go, like, even further back? Or
I think the game just explodes.
yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah, I think it just falls apart. And it's like, what are you even asking? I can't divide by 0? Like, are you crazy? All right. But, like, it makes no sense. I get that you would want a mechanic to get you back on track, but why wouldn't it just go to the most recent checkpoint? Why does it go back to previous checkpoints every time you hit it?
Right. Like, what's the point of that?
That makes no sense. The getting back on track makes sense. But the going back to previous checkpoints every time you hit it makes no sense.
Yeah.
Also, what else makes no sense? Why are there even these barricades? There are barricades. Exactly! There are barricades that tell you where to drive, but you could just drive right past them.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, turn left here, turn right here. You do not have to pay attention to it. No.
Yeah.
You know what the point of them is? They're just to direct you to the next checkpoint.
Which doesn't matter anyway, because you could just press L.
And just go back to the last checkpoint. But, like, who cares? Like, this game is just all over the place. Like, if you're going to make walls, why don't you actually just make walls?
Yeah.
Like, if you're going to make me go all over the place to figure out where to go in this race, which makes no sense. Again, we're racing, which it makes no sense because how the AI reacts is like you're not in a race.
Yeah.
The AI, I put my controller down just to try stuff out, like see how the AI reacts. Yeah. And the AI is just flipping out. They don't race. All they do is just ram into me.
Oh my god!
Like, what is this?
It's not a race.
It's not a race. It's like a death race, but it's not a race because they're not racing. They're just racing to ram into me.
Oh my god, this game is so pointless.
Like, what is I don't understand the objective. Is the objective to win the race? Is the objective to blow up the other cars? Is the objective to kill all the zombies? Is the objective to hit all the checkpoints? What do you want from me, game?
How do you win?
How do I win you? It's inconceivable. There's too many things. It's just... Paul, quick! I need a break.
Let's save him, Paul. Save him.
I need a break. I need a break. Break me off a piece of that, man. Okay, welcome back.
Hey.
Okay, I really don't think there's too much left to talk about in this game, but
I can't believe we've already talked about this game for 20 minutes.
It's more time than they've probably put into actually making it, if I'm being honest. So, there's just a few more things I want to touch on. Like, for instance, we talked about how the cars want to run into you, right? So, you would think there's like an indicator or a bar that shows how much damage your car has taken, if that's what they're going for. But the problem is, there's no way to know if your car's about to explode.
Yeah. and then it just explodes.
There's maybe like a vague semblance of fire that comes up, but there's no way to know how much damage that means. Does that mean you're about to explode? Does that mean that you've been hit once? Does that mean that you take one more hit and you're going to explode? You have no idea. So there's no information conveyed to you as a player. So you have to just kind of infer what that means. I get fire bad. Like, it's Frankenstein's monster, fire bad. But, like, seriously? What does that mean? In the realistic point of the game, you have a whole bar of fucking things at the top of the screen, like how fast you're going, how many zombies you've killed, like blah, blah, blah. All this useless information, but not the health of the car.
You'd have to, like, go hit your car on purpose a bunch of times and count how many times it takes.
Exactly. It's like, at that point, what are we even doing here?
Yeah. Just, being stupid.
It's just being stupid. But when you, like, strip away everything, when you're far ahead in a race with no drivers, no zombies, just open road, the game really shows its true colors. It's just boring as fuck.
It's like you're holding down A, I guess.
It's like,
and that's it.
It's actually a DMV simulator because you have to slow down at every turn, make a nice, concise right. Then you slow down again and you make a left. It's actually like taking a driving test,
or like a old Windows screensaver.
Yeah, when you're in the maze,
maze thing,
with the brick maze that's a Windows maze. It's like that, except that was more interesting. Because there was more shit to find. At least there was a Windows logo. This is just brown piles of shit.
Oh, God. That is an insult to this game.
Man, were you able to find anything, like, answers about how to win this game? Because, like, I have no idea.
So, yeah, it's in the practice mode.
Okay.
I did it.
Okay. So what do we have to do here?
There are 2 ways to win a race.
Two ways. You would think that you just, like, finish the race. But okay. Go. Hit me.
You could pass all the checkpoints.
Fair enough.
Which I guess that makes sense.
That sounds like a race.
You could kill all the zombies. Either one of those do.
What? That's absolutely bonkers.
Like, what? Why? Why would that? They like choose one.
That's so.
And then like make one of them good.
I get it now. I get why the game's so bad. It's because they're so different. The objectives are so different.
It's just 2 shitty games in one instead of one good or all right game.
They split their focus so much that the game itself doesn't know what it wants to be. It doesn't know if it wants to be like a Twisted Metal kind of kill all the things, or like a racing game like Daytona or something.
Yeah.
Or Cruising USA. It doesn't know what it wants to be.
It's neither of them.
I get it.
That's what happens.
I get it. It makes so much more sense now. Everything about this game, it just fell into place with that. Like why the zombies are there, why the tracks are designated to like slow you down, why there's actually no barricades in the space itself. It's because it wants you to explore and have the option to go and run over zombies, but at the same time it also wants you to hit the checkpoints because of the L button. And oh my god, it's so all over the place.
It's so bad. But I kind of want to play.
Yeah, do you want to give it a try?
Yeah, I mean, it's in a weird kind of way.
Okay, pick up the controller.
Okay.
And
head to head, or
let's
by the way, I think it's really hilarious that when you go to the head to head mode, it's 2 heads like bashing each other. It's like how we feel about this game.
I know. Wait, that's such a good metaphor for just this game in general. Is the head to head mode a splash screen of 2 people bashing their heads together, or it's a symbol. It's symbolism for the game itself. Because they have the 2 different gameplay types bashing each other against each other's head, trying to be one game.
Deep. Wow, you should write a book, Zach.
Oh man, I don't know about that. Let's try playing around. Here, you ready?
Okay, all right, let's do it.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Okay,
This game is so bad.
Oh, this is stupid.
Oh my
Okay, let's not
God.
play.
I'm turning
No,
this
fuck
off.
this. Yeah.